Soph, so glad that you could make it over to my house on a Friday night. I said I wanted to play a game called Spooky Tales one day.
Just as long as I'm not the subject of interest.
Good, I've compiled a short list of spooky coincidences that happen to be true, and I learned that you have also done the same.
I have the tales right here.
Good, good, you'll start us off with this tale. This happened a few years ago. I was a freshman in high school. Every morning I'd wake up and grab some milk tea and then sit in my favorite chair in the dining room and chill there for 10 minutes before finishing my cup and getting ready for school. One morning I come into the kitchen, pour myself my milk tea, and then I take one step towards the table but then stop. I swear there wasn't any ultra weird spooky feeling. I've had those before, but I ain't trying to manifest negative things right now, lol. It's weird though. I felt very nonchalant, but this time, I decided to sit in a different chair. I didn't really know why. A minute later, the light falls down and shatters in the chair. I mean, what the hell? If I sat there, it would have smashed over my head. I really don't know what led me to not sit there that day. I promise I didn't have any chills or instinctual dread or whatever. Nothing like that. Instead, it felt like I was a video game character and the player just picked me instead of A, and that was that. Weird. I don't know. A blessing nonetheless. I never sit under lights anymore though, haha. Okay, Soph, now it's your turn.
Okay, here we go. This one time, me and my brother went to our grandparents' house for a week one summer. Mom's side, nothing special about the trip. It was at my grandpa's new suburban cookie cutter home, and we had done it a few times before. I had a room upstairs, and my brother was sleeping in the living room downstairs. One night in the middle of the trip I couldn't sleep, and I felt uneasy. Yes, it was near a bed in an unfamiliar place, I know. There was a motion sensor audio stuffed animal on the foot of the bed. It was a horse and it had a very long canter sound with the nase at the end that lasted about 20 seconds. My grandma thought I would love it for the new technology, but I was too old and faked enthusiasm for her. After lying in bed for probably over an hour, the toy went off 3 times, about a minute in between each session. Scared me, but I thought I must have moved. So I set it on a shelf away from the bed, and went back to lying down. It went off again and again. I was terrified at this point, but finally mustered the courage to go try and find the battery to take it out. Rationally, it's just something to do with that. So I walked over, but past the window which I decided to look out. A woman in a white nightrobe was standing in the rock garden looking at me. I immediately hid behind the wall and stayed there for a few minutes until looked again. She was still there, but this time I recognized her. It was my mom.
Wow. That's fascinating. It is interesting that while your tale is spooky because of previously unknowable facts about the events, my tale was one of pure serendipity.
Really? So how do you explain the toy horse going off over and over, 3 times, after I took the batteries out?
Maybe you could chalk that one up to your abilities or something, or the place may have been haunted by some ghosts, or something?
True, but I did not set the horse off myself because I was already spooked and trying to go to sleep. Maybe it was my mother putting pranks on me because maybe she thought that it would be funny, or maybe I myself or someone else was doing that without noticing. At any rate, it had more than one source of power.
True, also true. Well, that is all the time we have for this segment. Please exit stage left, or prepare yourself for the next segment.